Hey everybody, Superfluous J here, playing another Factorio for beginners, and somebody mentioned that I'm missing an inserter somewhere on one of these lines. Either an inserter or an outserter is a ghost, and I'm not seeing it. Nope, these guys are all working. He's working. All of these guys are working, and all of the things are producing. So I don't see it. I don't know if maybe I fixed it or if that person was wrong. But anyway, yeah, this is all ghosts because I'm not using it right now. But anyway, moving on. Okay, I did the math, and I'm gonna completely scrap this and start over because I want to do it slightly differently. I was wrong. I am willing to admit it. Because it's been a while since I played. If you see here, this makes 2 military science packs. Not a lot of recipes make 2 things. Iron gear wheels. I'm sorry. Copper cables do. Iron sticks do. Things like that. But science, these make 1 each. This and the next one make 2 each, and then the next 2 make 1 each, or make 3 each. So this recipe here, to make a science per second, we only need 10 factories making these things, and that makes the math a lot easier because what that means is in order to make these, we just need as many machines as there are seconds in the crafting. So we need 3 machines making bullets, and we need 8 machines making grenades. And the third thing that we need is walls, and we need 2 of those. So we're going to have to double whatever the wall output is. But walls make it in half a second, so we need 1 machine making walls because it makes two every second, and we need 2 every second. So that's it. That's the full requirements for this thing. So I am gonna be a little bit what's the word? I'm gonna make my bullets. I'm gonna make all 3 of bullets, and I'm also gonna do something special here. I'll show you. I'm gonna put the bullets here, the bullets here, and the bullets here, and then I'm also gonna put a. They're gonna come out here, and I'm actually gonna put them on a belt. But I'm also gonna have this box here. Not there though. There. And I'm going to have the belt come out this far, and I'm going to put all these bullets in this box so that these bullets get put on the belt first. So these will only get put on the belt if this runs out, is the idea. So we need these guys to make bullets. I'm going to shift right click, left click, left click. Let's go ahead and get all of our inserters running. I think we can do that. And he needs to be running as well. He's just gonna throw a ton of bullets on the belt, which is gonna load it up. And I think I might turn him into a full one. Now these guys aren't pulling enough iron off the belt to run at full speed. So let's do that. Let's make sure now they're running at full speed. They are, but they don't need any more because he has filled the lineup with these. So then we need 1 thing of bullets, and what he's going to do is he's going to pull these off the belt, and obviously he's actually maybe it's not obvious, but I think I'm going to use a blue arm for him, and then a yellow arm to take off, and now he's going to make these, and he needs steel and copper, and I don't know offhand if that's going to be enough. I suspect it won't. Let's see if he can pull stuff off the belt. Looks like he can just pull off the belt at the right speed to make these bullets. So there's bullets. Then we're going to need grenades, and like it said, we need 8 belts of grenades, and grenades need coal and iron plates. We already got iron plates here, so we could run coal up on this line up here, and it looks like I want to do that because I'm going to want a 3rd line. And we need coal, and then these just need stone. So I think I'm going to bring coal and stone on stone bricks on a double belt. So we have the 3 belts on one side, and then everything's getting output on the other side. So this line here is going to be coal and stone. And much like before, we need extra room in order to do these. And we want to do something similar to what we did up here with steel and copper, except for they're right side by side, so it's a little bit easier to do. And what we want to do here is we want to have coal coming off this way and then going underground to get out of the way of bricks. And then bricks we're going to want to do here and then just spin them around and then do that. And then bricks can continue, coal can continue, and then this can continue here and then do the underground thing. And then just like that other one, oops, if I can place my belts correctly, just like the belt that has copper and steel on it, we're going to run this belt down so he's right up against these guys. And then for this we're going to need, I said 8. 1, 2, oops, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then these guys need, they're going to need coal, and they're going to need iron. So we're going to have to do undergrounds, and I think I can bring the underground up here, and we can kind of follow this pattern where we have the underground go down there, and up there, and down there, and up there. And then run it like that, and then now we have a way to grab iron from each of these. And then the coal can just run. And then we need to power things, so we're going to put power poles at the same spot of each one of these. And then also down here. Okay, now we need these guys to be making grenades. And then as long as we have this right, I might as well bring this down, although I don't know for a fact that we need it. Then I can copy, actually, let's go ahead and get these on the belt. Now, we need as many grenades as we need these things. And it would be nice if the bullets were on the other side of the belt, because we could just plop grenades down here. So like we did before, we're going to do something like this. And we're going to force output priority to the right of... Did I just crash the game? No, it just took a second. Of fish. That way nothing will ever come off of this side. Then we can bring this down here, and I'll just pick up these other belts off the, or these other bullets off the belt. That way bullets are coming out of this guy, getting selectively sent up here, and then placed on the top of this belt. And then we can run this belt all the way down, and now we've got a belt with bullets on one side and grenades on the other. And we obviously need to do all the inserters for these guys to get things into them. I'm just putting the red inserter where it gets power, so that it grabs it from the right spot. And then all we need to do is make sure these guys are running at full speed. By the time he finishes a grenade, he's full of stuff easily. He has no problem grabbing enough stuff off the belt to make another grenade, so we're good with that. This guy also, as soon as he makes a bullet, he should be able to make another one. Let's make sure that happens. Yes, so he's good with that. So we've got bullets and grenades. Now the last thing we need now is walls. And walls, we only need one thing to make walls, as we said, because they make them every 2 seconds. So I can plop this right here, and then all we need to do is be able to get. There's a wall recipe right there. All we need to do now is be able to get enough bricks into this guy so that he can spit out onto this belt walls. And what we're going to do here is use a long inserter. I'm going to use 2 because they're made fairly quickly. I don't know if you need to, and I'm going to use 2 of these. Now they're going to stuff bricks into this guy. And they're actually not fast enough, so I'm gonna put 3 of them. And that's crazy. They're still not fast enough. But this is the end of the line, so we can do this. And we don't need this. Here's a trick you can do here. Now we have 6 arms pulling these out, but obviously they're stuck on the belt now because they're not needed. Now we want to run. We want to create military science packs, and like I said, we need 10. We need 10 machines doing that. So I'm going to blow up a bunch of these trees here. Just throwing 2 grenades at a time to make sure they get blown up. And then we can just start making the military science right here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And while we're doing this, I'm actually gonna check out research. Is there anything I can research that doesn't have a thing? We can actually research these military things, but we can't yet because we don't have military science. So I think I am. I think I'm actually going to research stronger explosives, even though we don't have the option, because I think the next thing of stronger explosives makes our grenades work, kill trees on 1 shot, which is really nice. So we need to make military science here. So I'm going to right-click this and then just click and drag down left to make all those. So there's those. Then we need our belts to run all the way down to here. And I ran out of belts, but luckily... Well, not luckily, by design, we're making them right up here. So I'll run up here and grab some more. It'd be nice if this was all paved. Game decides to autosave the moment I get here. Okay, and then we need to stuff one from the far belt and then also from the near belt. And these guys have no problem with the amount of time it's going to take for these belts to put ingredients into them. They take so long to create the science packs that it's not a big deal. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do the power pole, click and drag. It always drops one where it needs it. And then we can do this. And I'm going to put the red ones right where it's still powered. And then I'm going to use yellow inserters again here. Oops, to spit out. Onto a belt. And this tree, because it's right next to right next to our stuff, I'm going to spit it out there. Okay, then right here we can make a left turn, and ideally them all won't go out this far, so we should be fine as far as that's concerned. Blow up some of these trees, and we want this science pack to come right here. Is where we want it. And I think I'm going to utilize the fact that I know that these aren't going to go out any farther to do this, just to make, in case I want them all to be as long as possible. And there we go. There's military science. It's coming down the line. Would help if we had inserters able to grab them. There we go. Military science is coming. It's going to get grabbed by these arms and stuffed into the labs, and we're going to start researching stronger explosives, which is pretty awesome. Just make sure it works. Follow it up the line, and there we go. We are researching stronger explosives. It should start chugging its way along here. There we go. You can see a little bit of green up there, which is awesome. Okay, back to the mall. We have something new to build. Something important to build, something we're going to be building a lot of the time, and that's electric poles and electric poles. They need copper plates and steel and iron sticks. Now, iron sticks are one of those ingredients like copper wires where you don't actually want to make them and put them on a bus, because they if you look here, I'm going to throw them in this factory here. You take one iron plate and it turns into 2 iron sticks. So if you put those on a bus, you're doubling the amount of stuff on the bus, which is bad. So we're gonna just use them right here to make the iron sticks for medium electric poles and big electric poles. And these need iron, so we need to have a red inserter here. These need copper and steel. We're putting steel on the line here and copper down here. So steel can go into this guy here, and copper can go here and here. And then we're going to need to take out, doesn't really matter exactly where, but let's do it here and here. Why not? So we're going to do an underground here, and then an above ground like that. So we need steel, and we need to chop this tree down, and we need iron at least this far. And then these guys need to all be powered, so pretty soon I won't need to do this crazy junk with with doubling up power poles, because the steel power poles have longer reach than the oops. It helps if I put copper in with a with an inserter that was on a belt and not on this line. So there you go. Now we're making these. I'm gonna actually make a decent number of these. I think 4 stacks. And these guys are just 2 stacks, because these guys reach longer. Actually, let me show you. I'll show you these ones first, because we're not going to use them for a while, so I might as well use them. These guys are really long. See, they still connect to the little power poles, but once I click and start moving, they have a super long reach. They don't have like this part here is smaller. It just goes one more than him, but they're for long distance travel. If you need when I run my train tracks, I'm going to be using these in order to run power out to the remote bases because they're just so efficient as far as distance is concerned. These guys, on the other hand, the medium electric poles, they kind of make these power poles obsolete. Like here, I've got 4 of these power poles, right? I can take all 4 of them off. And instead, if I click the right button, replace them with 2 medium power poles. And actually, 2 medium power poles, they stretch 3 away. So they go up, they power these, they power these. And if I set up everything correctly, I can actually make sure that I use a lot less. So there's 4 of those gone, and then I can just put one here and one here. And boom. Oh, never mind. Put it in the middle when I can. And actually, these really should be in the middle. Let me take these inserters off here. I should put the inserters off to the side so I can put these power poles in the middle. That way they reach all the way to, like, this guy will reach up to this red inserter here and down to this red inserter here. So any inserter that needs to take away or put in this guy, this power pole will cover it because it goes far enough, which is really nice. It's like it's custom made for that. Likewise, even though I'm not doing these anymore, I'm going to get rid of these guys and just put inserters like that and that. Just trade that one for that. Why not? And then I think I can take this off, and there isn't one up here. So that's it for that. And then everything here is powered, just like it was before. I can do the same down here, but I'm not going to bother. You don't really need to go and replace all your power poles. There's nothing more efficient about using them once these are down. So it doesn't hurt. They're not hurting anything being used down there. It's just in the future, whenever I want to use power poles, those are the power poles I'm going to use. Then the other thing I was talking about putting on in the mall is pipes, and I think I'm going to do that right now as well. So we're going to do this, and we're going to do this. You always want to, if you can, put 2 together like this, 2 factories together, because these power poles stretch just perfectly. Like if I do this, then this entire area is powered. So if I keep up this pattern of 1 and then a gap and then 2, or well 2 and then a gap and then 2 and then a gap and then 2, sometimes you can't, because like here, I want to use the ingredients that this thing's producing in both of these, so I have to kind of put him by himself so he has room to put his inserters to get these guys in here. But right here, like these, I'm going to put pipes here. These guys don't interact with each other, so I can put them side by side, and because he's not putting his ingredients into him or vice versa. However, pipes do go into the underground pipes, so I can do that. Put this here, and then it just works, which is really nice. So you can put a long-handed inserter into here from the iron line. That's too far away for me to grab. And then he's just going to grab iron, put it in him. He needs iron and pipes, so we need to run the iron a little bit farther to do that. And then just like before, we need a box and boom, and boom. And now we're putting these in here. Pipes, I probably want 4. Underground pipes, I probably want 2. That's going to be more pipes than we'll ever need for anything. And the last thing that I want to put on the belt is lamps. Lamps need copper cables, which is super annoying because not a lot of things need copper cables. And I also want to put steel chests. Sadly, literally nothing that we want needs copper cables at the moment, but I'm going to do that. The next thing we need that needs copper cables is going to go there. So we're going to make copper cables here, and we're going to make lamps here. Needs copper cables, iron plates, and electronic circuits. So let's run the iron plates out to here. Let's chop this tree down. Let's run the electronic circuits out to here. Let's run the copper. Yeah, we'll just do this. It's not an important thing really when it comes down to how we get things to places. Let's run our power poles, which we have to run like that because copper cables are going into both of these boxes, both of the assemblers on either side. Even though I don't know what this is going to be, whatever it's going to be, it's going to get copper cables in it. We've learned up above that we need blue inserters to get the copper cables into these things. These guys need iron and electronic circuits, which is going to require one of these and one of these. Oops, sorry. I was totally wrong. One of these and one of these. And you can actually do that kind of thing, like I did down here. We obviously need more bricks, so I am going to expand my brick smelting. Probably next episode. Yeah, we're past 20 minutes, so I'll do that next episode. You can run these like these. It's not a big deal. I don't necessarily like the look. I think I would rather do it like this. To me, it looks better to do it like that. And we need a decent number of lights. We also need a decent number of boxes. I'm almost done making wooden boxes forever, but I'll make 5 more. Oops. Why am I so stupid? I'm right-clicking and left-clicking things incorrectly. Okay, there's that. And then we're going to hit Q to pick this up. And then I'm going to put this guy here. And lights, I think we can limit that to 2 stacks. So now we're making lights, and I can plop lights everywhere too, which is an important thing. I cannot stress lights. I keep forgetting them, and it's hard for me to stress lights because of the fact that I keep forgetting them. But they're super important. They make your factory visible at night, especially when you're a YouTuber and you expect people to watch your Let's Plays, and you don't have anything lit up. It's a kind of a pain. So I try to remember, and I like putting them every other. It really doesn't matter how often you put them, as long as they're there. It looks like I already had lights there. Let's go ahead and put a light here. I already have lights up here, so I kind of have done this in some places but not others, and we should be good as far as that's concerned. These guys could probably use lights if I could get through these trees. So a light there, and a light there. And yeah, we're going to need more stone bricks coming down to make the walls to make things. We're going to need more. Looks like we're still fine on iron, which is a little surprising. I was expecting to start running out of iron by now. But we're gonna make a whole bunch more smelters. We're gonna run this down. Looks like this is full, so I think I'm just gonna pick it up. I think I'm done with that for now. So next episode we're gonna ramp up stone mining. We're probably gonna ramp up our iron mining, and we are going to research more things. After stronger explosives, which don't really matter as far as making things, I think my next goal is going to be I really don't know. I really don't know what I'm going to research next. Probably engines. Engines I think would be nice. I think I'm going to queue them up right now because it doesn't matter when stronger explosives comes. We'll see it next time we throw a grenade at a tree. So let's go ahead and queue up engines, and then we'll talk about that. That's a pretty big thing to have in your factory. So that's what's coming up next time. I hope you're looking forward to it. I'm definitely looking forward to doing it. I'm Superfluous J, and I will, as always, talk at you later.